Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM23 Youth Factory. This is episode number 7. It didn't take long to have a new expansion to the ground on the way. And with that expansion, even though it's very minor, with the profitability of the club and the value of the club, the value of the youth facilities that we have, and yet we're way down in the 11th tier and have no reputation. That combination of factors is a perfect recipe for takeovers to be in sight. Somebody with more money to come along and say, hey, I see the possibilities here. I see the potential here. I want to invest. And it's already happening. It took us all of early entry into the second year to already have a takeover possible. The media think it's highly unlikely. We'll see what happens. On the road at Saltesh United Reserves, and you can see, unlike a lot of squads, they actually do have a unique formation going for them that allows them to play probably strong up the middle, you would think, just on first look at that formation. They have dropped off, though. They were just 1 point behind us, but since where we left off, they've now lost 2 straight matches. But they're still second place. And a win here would put us firmly, 10 points ahead, I think it would be. So, big opportunity to put our foot down and get one hand early onto the trophy for this season. Not even the halfway point, but it would really take the pressure off of us to do something from here. We get a good opportunity there for Atkins, but Atkins doesn't get much power on it. It was on target at least, but we'll need to do better than that to get on the scoreline. Brooks finds Jones. Jones finds Bick through. Bick, I think, is onside. Beats the keeper, but keeper recovers really well and blocks her with his chest out for the corner. No flag raised. It would have counted. Early control, early XG, but no early goal. Not yet, anyway. Throw in. McFadden up to Jones. Jones has some support, finds McDonald, switches it over to Atkins. Bick takes the space given to him. He's going to lay it off for McLaren. McLaren then takes the same space, which doesn't make much sense. We do get a header in the end. And a little more XG, but still no goals. Now, can we build play from the right-hand side? No, we're going to go back to Grigg and then switch to the left. McFadden gets to Jones. Jones takes it to the edge. Crosses to no one. Long ball over the top. Bad clearance. Jones lays it off again. Not making good decisions here. McFadden keeps the ball in. Now inside to Atkins. Oh, had a good chance for the through ball. Don't take it again. Bad decision making here. Good switch of play though. That was better. And Jones onside. Retreats, gets the ball, turns. No pressure. Blasts it into the upper corner. So Redknapp lays it off for Atkins. Atkins just flashes the ball across the face of goal. Any one of our guys could have retreated to that. Jones, first one to get the idea. Defense, way too slow to react. Now in possession, Jones. Heavy touch to get the ball running. Beats his man multiple times. And eventually gets across to Bick, who has to retreat towards it. Gets the header going the right direction, but too far underneath it. Schmizek recovering ball. Our center backs do that very well, at least at this level. McLaren. Into Bick. Bick. That looked like that was going to go high and wide, but it doesn't. It hits the roof of the net, and it's in, and it's 2. And he's on a brace. No, Jones has a goal. And 20 minutes played, and we're already up by 2 and starting to look comfortable here. Can we keep it up? McLaren. Atkins. Back to McLaren. Nice little 1-2 passing there. McLaren pulls it back. Redknapp. His cross to Jones. Headed away, but Jones is going to get there first. McFadden takes it in. Switches play up. Brooks finds Bick. Redknapp with the cross and the goal for McDonald. His 5th of the season. Webb. Brooks. Atkins. The ball over the top. Jones tries to run from the wing to get to it, but Bick had retreated a little too deep. Now in possession. McLaren over the top for Bick. Good chest control. Definitely onside. Really good finish from Bick. His third? Is that a hat trick for Bick already? Or does Jones have two? Yeah, good take off the chest. And then a nice confident touch there as the keeper was charging out but knew he had some space. Already 2 on the XG. 10 attempts. 7 on target. 4 goals. We're going to get another chance here. Schmizek gives that one away. Big mistake. Bissix beats his man, but we recover the ball eventually. And it looks like we are going to be comfortable in this one as Bick has a big pace advantage over the center backs he's playing against from what it appears to be anyway. The way he's getting on that ball much faster than them. Same with McLaren here. Easily beats his man. Through ball again for Bick. Again outruns his defender, but this time not quite to the corner with that ball. Just enough down the middle. Not an easy stop, but just enough down the middle that the keeper is able to get there. Jones has a chance to put that header on frame, but as he's going away from it, instead of trying to redirect it, he aims for the teammate. Nice passing there. McDonald uses the space. That space draws that defender away, opening more space for him. You'll see McLaren here. McDonald puts Bick into space and then just takes off running, and Bick just gives him the ball back. McDonald, not a very good first touch on that one, but fortunately not punished. No one in position to punish him on that one. And then just pumps it past the keeper and into the side net. Jones, cross, McLaren. Oh, it's in! Oh, the beatdown is on. It's 6-0, folks. All right, well, this game, we got 3 points here. Let's keep moving forward, huh? Final was 8-2. Saltash only had 2 more shot attempts the entire rest of the match in that second half, so it wasn't things changing drastically. But both of them were good chances, and both of them resulted in goals. Offensively, we had fewer chances in the second half, but not drastically fewer. We also had fewer shots on target in the second half, percentage-wise, but not drastically lower. But what we did have was I made 3 subs, and all 3 subs were to the attacking portion of the team, and all 3 subs were definitely weaker than the guys that they had subbed off, and we saw that drop. Also, the intensity, of course, when it's 6-0, it comes out of the game a bit. And so, as dominant as we were in the second half, after those subs, the goals stopped coming. So now, having played 10 matches on the season, we're plus 29 goal differential, which means we are averaging right about plus 3 goals per match over our opponents. 9 wins and 1 draw, 28 points from a maximum of 30. Saltash United reserves were just behind us. They were 1 point back, but now they're 9 points behind. So they have fallen off. We have opened up a cushion. The halfway point of the season will be 3 matches from now. We're going to go right on past that. I think we'll push forward at least about 6 matches here and see how the team is performing at that point. Penryn Athletic is the current number 2 in the league, or at least they were before an earlier match in the day, and they don't pose much of a threat to our overall. We're plus 17 points as it is, but this is one more chance to stamp our authority. But in terms of stamping our authority, nothing is given here, as McDonald, though, does make it 1-0 inside a minute. Trying to set up some sort of drama for you to say that, hey, not everything is a done deal. And then we, go and put our foot down and take a 1-0 lead very early on through what looked like the 5-hole there, right through the legs. Well, anyway, as we already lead 1-0, maybe there isn't much drama to be had in this match, but what could add up to a more challenging day for us, and we have given up goals. We've given up 1 or 2 a game on a pretty regular basis. We have our clean sheets, but not a ton of them. Anyway, Bick is out with a minor injury that he picked up in the last game. He will miss 1 more week, possibly a further one beyond that. So it's, he's going to miss 2 matches. pretty minor. That one takes a deflection. We still get the header on the end of it, but keeper makes a decent stop. We didn't have much of an angle to work with there, but again, keeper makes a decent stop. Norris lays it off for McFadden, gets across to McLaren. Purnell makes that save. That was, much to his liking, that was pretty much straight on frame. But 4 shots, 4 on target so far. We're certainly testing the keeper. Just the 1 goal for now. Jones has moved from left wing on to the striker position on top in place of Bick, and off the bench is Norris in his place. It's a definite downgrade at both positions, as Jones is not terribly well suited to playing that striker. We really don't have any backups there, but center back Chris Webb gets his 2nd goal of the season off the free kick. McLaren well placed. Defense should have won that one. Keeper should have gotten a piece of that one. Neither able to react well enough. And after missing a couple shots from getting on target, the next one that we do get on target goes in the back of the net. 2 goals from 5 such shots. Schmizek, not the greatest clearance, and Timms is going to get one. Webb goes to help with that clearance as Grigg made a bit of a mess of it. And they get another chance there as well, winning that header. So 2 quick chances there. Norris. Good turn. Finds some space. Lays it off. Ball over the top for Jones. Keeper. Looked like he walked into the goal with it. That certainly had gone behind the line. And then all of a sudden it looked like, oh wait, no, he's outside. Oof. Jones wins that one. Finds Norris. Norris. Back for Jones, but Jones kind of blocked off by 2 guys. One guy kind of holds him back as the other one goes and gets the ball. Atkins, Brooks, McDonald doesn't take the shot himself, instead lays it off, and the shot comes from further out. Not enough power on that to trouble the keeper. Not dominating like we've seen in some of the other performances, but 2-0 is still looking pretty comfortable at this point. Norris, good control there as we get second half underway. McLaren takes this free kick. I've seen him score a doozy earlier, that last match that we were watching where it was 6-0. He scored a good one to put that game away. McDonald through ball. Norris takes it outside instead of taking the shot. Finds McDonald. His shot's deflected. Corner. McLaren steps up. Cleared away. McLaren's going to get another chance at it. It's too strong of a touch. Good defensive play. And we've played an hour. Over the top for Jones. He's going to get there before the defense. Defense misses the clearance. Poor shot, though. Bottom corner was wide open for him. Easy finish there. Jones and Norris both struggling a bit. Others are playing well, but we're not finishing as well as a result. Grigg seems to get a piece of that. Gets help to clear it away. Redknapp. Long ball to no one, even though he wasn't under pressure. And that's a real chance, but it was offside. It was close, but it was offside. Still at just 2 attempts. McDonald can't get to that ball. Really should have. Hughes has a chance here, and he's going to cut back. Forces a good save from Grigg. Grigg has to get low, get big, and does so successfully. Blocks the ball. Redknapp clears away, but only partially. That was offside. Flags raised. 16-3 on the shots. Very much our game here. Norris, we have another sub for you. That's Mindenhall. Norris hasn't done much, so let's see if Mindenhall can. McDonald gets a golden opportunity to really seal the game. Two's already pretty sealed, but 3, is job over. There you go. Time's up. 2-0. Quiet game from us compared to our standard. The XG just kind of kept coming along, but 2 goals with a 1.7 is right about what we deserved. They didn't threaten much at all, but we didn't threaten as much as we're used to. So, knowing that, if we lose Bick long-term or permanently, with the current makeup of the squad, we know we have some issues. We now sit on 46 points from 16 matches played. Penryn falling to 3rd place following that loss. They've got the best goal differential besides us, but plus 46. We have a plus 46, and we have 46 points. 10 matches remain on the season. There's still a good 30 points out there. It's definitely not job over yet, but we are quite comfortable at this point. Let's go ahead and make up half the games that remain. So we'll do 5 more, check in on the team at that point. Well, the inevitable has happened a lot earlier than I thought it would. McLaren, our best player, 99 current ability, the one with the amazing potential, world-class potentially, at least, super elite talent. Yeah, didn't take long, did it? We have an offer of $4K up front, $17K eventually. Either way you look at that, we're looking at in excess of the $2.5K high end of his evaluation. Anything above $2.5K, I would have to accept, and we've got it. I mean, he has a second offer from Wigan, and even that was close. This offer coming from Sheffield United comes with extra perks. Percentage of next sale, 30%. You know this guy's going to get sold on at some point. Now, how fast does he develop and become a starter for them and then sold for millions? I don't know, but we will eventually get some of that. The good news, though, they've offered him back to us on loan for the remainder of this season, which makes sense. He's not good enough to play for them right now, so he might as well gain experience, meaningful experience at a level that he's already competitive at right now. He's back. He'll play for us for the remainder of this year, but our first player is gone. But here's the good news. Even though we are going to lose McLaren, it's one player going out. We're at the midway point of the transfer period. Hopefully we don't lose anybody else. Assuming we don't lose anyone else. I'm not getting any offers for others at this point. If we are able to hang on to him, it's one player out, and we've got another intake coming in a month and a half with another 16 players. We will ultimately be better than we are now. Speaking of, let's push forward. With another month gone by, we're into February. Nobody else is lost, so good news there. Just McLaren. And yes, that hurts. But ultimately, I think the improvement of 5 positions will be better than the loss of the 1 position. It's okay that we are losing McLaren. It's inevitable. It's going to happen as we continue to play through this. The win streak continues all the way in. We now have 5 matches left in the season, and we've already wrapped up the title. For the next episode, we're going to be pushing straight forward, straight into the final match of the season and wrapping up, looking at the stats, and getting into the next season. However, before we reach the end of the season, we've still got one more big piece of business to do, and that is our next intake, our second intake, where hopefully we have a replacement for McLaren. I'm not sure if we're ever going to see a player like McLaren again, at least not until we're at the highest level. So in the short term, man, oh man, it sucks to lose him, but that's okay. We are now on 58 points. We have won every single match of the season, bar 1. We have a single draw, a 1-1 draw, 19 wins, 1 draw, plus 58 goal differential with 58 points. It's a fantastic season. It's absolutely a fantastic season. We're doing that with a team of teenagers. We are playing down in the 11th tier. I fully suspect that for the next probably 3 seasons to 4 seasons, we're going to absolutely fly through them, winning the league each and every one of those seasons. How much progress can we make in terms of growing the facilities? Can we expand the stadium? I mean, we're expanding it by 100 seats, but can we expand it properly? Can we fill those seats? How quick can we grow the reputation? There are challenges that we are facing still, but one challenge we're not going to face for at least a few seasons is proper competition. But how well can we develop players without the training facilities, without the staff, without the reputation? So at some point, that is going to catch up. But for a little while anyway, it's smooth sailing. We're going to cruise. That's it, though, for this episode. One more to wrap up the season and enter the new one. We're going really fast now, and we will go for a little while. At a certain point, we're going to get slowed down drastically, and we will slow down the pace of the series at that stage. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.